A group of friends planned to explore a cave system called Borhan. But they never expected it would become a deadly trip with no return. The group photo they took before leaving would be their last memory in the world. Following their plan, 6 people set off in 2 off-road vehicles. Soon, they reached the jungle's depths. After gearing up, they had to continue on foot. They hiked upstream along a small creek. Just as they neared the caves, they saw a freshly dead deer. It seemed killed by some wild animal. Thinking it was normal deep in the forest, they didn't worry and even excitedly took photos with the carcass. But they didn't know the creature that killed the deer was much more terrifying than any wild animal. Soon, they reached the legendary Borhan Caves. The entrance was a deep vertical hole, so dark they couldn't see the bottom. For safety, the experienced Juno decided to go down first, since he had organized and chosen this place. The cave entrance was small, but inside it opened into a huge space. Hearing Juno's call, everyone followed. The sight inside amazed them, it felt worth the effort. But Sarah found a deep bloody handprint on a rock wall. It was a bad sign, but fearing to ruin the group's mood, she stayed silent. As she walked on, a swarm of dark things suddenly flew out. It was only bats. Though scared, Sarah calmed down with Juno's help. Next, they had to pass through a tight vertical tunnel to reach a deeper part. After everyone caught up, Juno lit a flare. The cave instantly lit up, revealing a huge and amazing underground world. Everyone got very excited. While they split up to explore, Sarah heard faint sounds. Curious, she went closer and found only water dripping on rocks. But when she turned around, Juno suddenly appeared, scaring her again. After a short rest, they decided to go deeper. Sarah soon found a hidden side passage. Before entering, Rebecca noticed something odd. The cave structure looked different from the book's maps. But Juno insisted the guidebooks were inaccurate. Rebecca didn't argue, and before anyone reacted, Holly had already crawled inside. The passage was narrow, only wide enough for one person crawling. For someone with claustrophobia, it was a nightmare. After Holly passed safely, others followed. Sarah stayed last. As she was about to enter, she heard a noise behind but ignored it, thinking she had to catch up. But halfway through, she got stuck. No matter how she struggled, she couldn't move. In that small space, Sarah started to panic and couldn't breathe well. Beth, seeing Sarah stuck, came back to calm her. With teammates' help, Sarah stabilized. But just as Beth tried to pull her forward, rocks above began to loosen. Knowing it was bad, they rushed forward desperately. Luckily, they escaped just before the passage collapsed. Though no one was hurt, the passage behind was completely blocked. They were now truly trapped inside. According to the guidebook, the cave system had 3 exits, giving them some hope. But Juno crushed that hope. He hadn't brought the guidebook. Worse, this wasn't the Borhan cave they had planned. Juno had thought Borhan caves were too easy and secretly changed their destination to an unexplored cave. Only now did everyone realize they had been tricked. But Juno hadn't meant harm, he just wanted them to discover a new place together. Now, there was no turning back. They had to keep moving. Soon, they reached a forked path. Unsure which way to go, Juno used a lighter to test airflow. As soon as he finished, Holly rushed ahead. He just wanted to get out fast. Seeing a light ahead, he ran toward it, thinking it was the exit. Juno warned him, but it was too late. It wasn't sunlight. Holly slipped into a deep pit. Though Juno caught him, he couldn't pull him up. Holly paid for his rashness, losing a leg. The group wrapped his wound as best they could. Meanwhile, sharp-eared Sarah heard strange sounds again. Following them, she found an old camp left by another team. While checking it, she again heard a familiar sound. She shone her flashlight and saw a pale human-like creature. She froze in fear, and in the next second, it vanished. Sarah rushed back and told Juno, but he thought she was hallucinating. Sarah then told the others, describing the creature clearly, but no one believed her. They thought no human could survive long in such a place. Plus, Sarah had lost her husband and daughter in a car crash a month ago. Maybe the trauma and stress caused her illusions. Still, they had no choice but to keep moving. With Holly slowing them down, progress became hard. Following Juno, they found a vertical cliff with water flowing down. Maybe the exit was above. After climbing up with difficulty, they saw something horrifying. Sarah used her camera's night mode and saw piles of animal bones everywhere. A bad feeling hit them. It meant a top predator lived inside this cave. Everyone panicked. Rebecca even screamed, not knowing her loud noise had already drawn something deadly closer.